This is Block 4 over there, Section 1, Wilson's Foreign Policy, and Pancho Villa and General Pershing. Pancho Villa was a charismatic Mexican leader who raised an army during this Mexican revolutionary period in the 19-teens. And when the United States government decided to support his opponent, Carranza, as president of Mexico, Pancho Villa got mad and kind of continued the revolutionary struggle and took to the hills and kind of wanted to punish the United States as well. Wilson's awarding of his recognition to Carranza turned Pancho Villa against the United States, and he decided to lead his armed men into armed raids into American territory in the Southwest, mostly in Texas and New Mexico. Pancho Villa came in with, a large body of troops. They terrorized the local population, they destroyed railroad tracks, they took supplies, and the U.S. Army was forced to be called out. President Wilson put in charge a young general by the name of Pershing. This is John Pershing. In 1913, he was one of America's top commanders. He had fought in the Spanish-American War as a younger man. And General Pershing was tasked with the job of recruiting men and then chasing down and capturing Pancho Villa. You can tell by this recruiting poster that the United States was looking for men to join the army. The army was so small in 1917, or excuse me, in about 1916 this is going on. The army was so small in 1916 that they needed to recruit men just to go chase down Pancho Villa. So throughout northern Mexico and the southern United States, Pancho Villa and General Pershing kind of led each other round and round and round and round and round. Pershing never managed to capture Pancho Villa, but he also prevented Pancho Villa from ever raiding into American territory again. By 1916, World War I is in full swing in Europe, and the United States is still not involved. And the United States is trying as hard as it can, really, not to get involved with the war in Europe, and also, more importantly, in the minds of many Americans, was not to get involved in a war against Mexico. There was a lot of simmering anger from all of these things going on. The occupation of Veracruz, picking one leader over another. There's the raids into southern United States. That's an act of war, technically. And the Mexicans see Pershing's chasing Pancho Villa, who's not a representative of the Mexican government, into Mexico as an act of war also. So there's a lot of bad blood during World War I between the United States and Mexico, and Germany is going to try to play on that, as we're going to see in a later section. Because relations between the United States and Mexico were very, very poor by 1916, 1917, and that's going to play a role in how the United States joins the First World War.